Hey, how's it treating you? Not any better? I'm sorry. Yeah. Chronic illness is a bitch. Yeah. I brought some stuff that I thought might help with your flare-up. So, first, I know how fucking boring it can be, especially if you get to the point of being bedbound. Are you feeling like that might be the way that you're going? Yeah, okay. So I've got, you saw me bring this in, it's very big. I've got this big wedge pillow. This sometimes helps me, so it's just like a big, wedge pillow. And I use it a few ways. So I get chronic acid reflux when I sleep, so sometimes I'll use it and like sleep elevated so that so that happens less. But I also use it as like a knee rest, so I can like sit with my legs propped up with it like going downward facing away, if that makes any sense. Because sometimes that can help with my joints if that's something that's bothering you. I have some buddies. I've got some like plush toys and stuff if you want to squeeze them, although I don't know, people are a bit Marmite with my spider. Do you want to see him? I think he's very cute, but if you don't want him, then I understand that's fine. I've got a Moomin. He's just behind you actually. Let me just, I've got a Moomin. I've got a bunch of squishmallows. Like if you want fluffy stuff, I'm your guy. I can also, if you want a hot water bottle, I can get you a hot water bottle. And I should have painkillers. Let's see. So this is my emergency in bed kit. I've got some other stuff that didn't fit, but that's basically what I've got. So, do you want a snack? And I can show this to you, because I got a couple of kind of lower effort sugary things. So not anything. I didn't get you lots of sweets, but I've got some cashew if you want them. Honey roasted, they're my favorite. I also brought some haichu and some mints, and I had pretzels somewhere. I'll go find them for you. But I had like mini pretzels. They were sour cream and chive, and then I had like the chocolate coated ones too, in case you wanted a sweet tint on that. And then I just had like the plain salted ones. So if you want something like that, I have gluten-free ones too. Don't worry about that. Yeah. Do you want something? Okay, well, I'm gonna have some haichu. I think I'm gonna have some cashews. I'll open them. This is the Lidl's version, but they're just as good. God, sorry, this packaging is kind of loud. That's magical. Okay, they're mine. Put them down here for you. Okay. I also got water. It's down there, but I can get it. Pass it to you in a second if you want. Yeah, so this is my bag for when like I'm bedridden or struggling to move and stuff, right? Because bedridden, I'm very lucky. It's never like bedridden, it's just like I can still manage to go to the bathroom and stuff like that, but sometimes that's the extent of it, So Yeah. Oh, I've also got these in here, food-wise. I've got these like old lady travel sweeties. They're lemon drops and sour cherry drops. I like them. They're a good thing that also if you have like TMJ or like jaw problems, because you just suck on them. You don't have to do like a lot of chewing. Like you can just kind of keep them in your mouth if you just want to have like the dopamine hit of having a flavor. And I can get you like a tub of that you can like spit them out into if you, because they take a while obviously, especially if you're not actively doing that. If you just like want one in your mouth to taste it for a while like you would with gum, I can get you something, because I know sometimes if you're like me anyway, I also have ADHD, so sometimes I get super bored of the flavor like pretty quickly. But yeah, no, I've got these. I can go get more too. The shops are only like 5 minutes away. I can go and get more stuff if you want more stuff. This is what I had. So I've got painkillers. I might go get some more because this is my last dose of paracetamol. But I've got loads of ibuprofen. When did this? For some reason, I think I had in my head that I didn't have any ibuprofen. But I've got multiple things of it. And yeah, this is my last dose of paracetamol, but I'll go buy more. You're welcome to it. I don't know if these are of any use to you, but I have glasses lens wipes in here. I keep these in here, well, because I wear glasses, and also because my lovely partner vapes. And sometimes if I go to bed late, and I wake up the next day and I put my glasses on, they're like fogged up, but I didn't notice the night before because it was so late. So I keep these in here for that reason. So yeah, I have these. That's just rubbish. I do also have this little one. So it's like you do this. We got, I think it was my grandmother got one in a Christmas cracker last year, Christmas of 24. And was like, oh my god, these things are amazing. So we got like a multi-pack because my whole family can't see shit. Yeah, no, but I have these. And I've also got, if you find yourself with any like migraine headache problems, I've got these Soothing Cool patches. Have you used these before? Okay, so basically they're like gel patches, they like bright, obnoxiously bright blue. They have like a little bit of clear plastic on them. You put them off, you smack them on your head, and they're basically like menthol or Vicks. And they do the same job like Vicks Vapor Rub would. Like they have that mentholy feeling that keeps your head feeling cool. They work for like 8 hours straight. They are an absolute godsend for me. If I got migraines. I've got one of those migraine caps as well that's in the freezer. It's too big, too small for my head though. Like I ordered one. I think I might have got hooked by a TikTok shop because honestly I follow a lot of people for disability stuff and like chronic illness stuff, because it's just like so people, someone might have linked one through their page and I've gotten it that way and it was just too small. But yeah, I've got these. I've also got gum if you want gum. I mean, High Chew's kind of gum, but like not necessarily. I've got Wrigley's Extra sugar-free strawberry. I'm not big on mint, but I do have mint Imperials. If you want some. I don't tend to buy mint gum. Oh, I've got 2 of these. Yeah, this is the other one. It's this. They have the same problem. It's the migraine things. I mean, it's still like. They're still good. I just let me show you. You know what, you need a laugh. You see the problem? Like, they're fine for 5 minutes. Oh, what did it do to my hair? And then all of a sudden I started getting a pressure headache instead, which isn't much better. But yeah, what else is in here? Oh, I don't think you're going to need this, but I have got a lighter if you're smoking talking on this fine day. I've got a lighter. And it does have gas. Yeah. It's cool. My partner bought me this one like 2 years ago, I think, and it's still not run out because I quit smoking. Go me. But I still have the lighters because, you know, just because I don't smoke. I've also got, oh yes, I've got a handful of stuff. So, something I find, I'll show you the rest of this first. So I've got this as well as another handful of little fidgets, which I'll show you in a second. I've got some lip balm. I've got two. I'm sure I've got just like a plain, like, what the heck's the brand name? Like, just a nut. This is a weird tinted one where you like squeeze it like you would with, oh, I don't remember the name of the brand, but it's yellow packaging and they're cherry flavored. It's kind of that sort of thing. Apply to lips, face, and body. If you say so. Apparently this isn't just for your lips. I mean, it sure looks like a lip balm to me. It's super thick. This one's kind of like it stays, it has more staying power than a normal lip balm, but I do have a normal one. I've got a lot of stuff out now. And I've got a pen, because I thought you might, well, you don't have to, but if it, like I say, if you get a headache or you've got, like, you can't focus too much, so you can't, like, you don't want to be staring at screens, I've got a Sudoku book, that we could do together, or you can do yourself, but if you want me to hang out, we can, like, figure out together. I've got a crossword one as well somewhere, but, I'm thinking I might have got rid of it actually, which is annoying, but I'll have a look. I'll hunt it out while you're like settling down, unless you need me, obviously. Yeah. So one of the sections of things I've got, I struggle. Put this down here right now. If I'm having a flare up with dental hygiene, because you've got to go to another room, you've got to stand for multiple minutes. You've got to look actively in a mirror if you're brushing your teeth, and then flossing and doing all that stuff, right? So I've got a couple of things that should help. Excuse me. Yeah. So, one, I've got these, or a selection of these fuzzy rock things. You might have seen these on TikTok. There's one woman that seems to be convinced to try and sell me these on TikTok. I didn't buy them through TikTok though, so she hasn't won out commission, but she seems, I keep getting ads from the same lady about these. They're, I've got a bunch of different, I got like a multi-pack online. They're xylitol, and which is made from like birch trees, comes from birch trees, and it is, because of the texture of it, these are basically like rocks, and they help clean your teeth a little. So they're not the same as brushing your teeth, but they freshen your breath, and they can help like plaque and enamel and stuff a little bit. I'm not saying that, again, they're not the same as like brushing your teeth and stuff. Do I want more cashews, or do I want one of these? Because once I'm done, I'm going to have one. I have gotten in the habit of having these like after dinner, because sometimes I just want an extra little pop of something. So I'll have like half of a bar of chocolate and I'll feel like shit afterwards. But if I have like a few of these, and it just like cleans my mouth out, and it also kind of makes me want to not like have something that'll make me feel ill afterwards, if that makes sense. Like, not that there's anything wrong with dessert, but sometimes you get the craving for the dopamine, and then you have it, and then you're like, oh no, all of this food that doesn't agree with me isn't agreeing with me. So sometimes it's just the, like, dopamine searching, and these do the dopamine for me. Not always, and not to the same extent, but yeah, I'm gonna have one, because I think my, I'll let you smell. There's loads of flavours. this one I'm having is lemon. They smell, it's really funny, if I opened this and made you smell one of the lemon drops, they smell exactly the same. And like I said, they're little, like rock looking, they look like, is it called pebble dash? The stuff that's on the sides of a lot of British houses. Like they look like the stones and pebbles that is on a lot of outside walls in this country. That's kind of what they look like. Yeah, and so you can't shut them. And it feels like they've got something inside them, but it's just your saliva because of they're like they make your mouth water. And they can help a little bit in your teeth. Not all the way, not perfectly, I'm not saying that. But it's better than not doing anything, which we're not going for perfect, we're going for better. And even if we can't go for better, trying to not make anything worse, which, you know, that feels important, right? So, I've also got these are specifically Colgate's ones. These are Colgate Wisps, but you get a bunch of different brands of these. They are basically little portable, they're meant for like traveling. Little toothbrushes that are the little blue thing in the middle. It's a little, basically like a toothpaste capsule. But it doesn't feel like you're brushing your teeth with toothpaste. It doesn't like foam up or anything like that. But the idea is, the reason I think these are great is because they don't require water and they don't require you rinsing out. They just kind of like get off a little externalness. They freshen your breath up in the same way. And they don't fix everything, but again, they can make you feel cleaner, which is super important if you are struggling to get out of bed. They've also got a little dental pick on the bottom, which is nice. And I've got these little floss harp things. Now I know I do have proper floss as well, but I have bought it and I don't have the dexterity to use floss because it's so thin. I can't physically keep hold of the dental floss in order to floss my teeth. I've tried, I can't. So I normally buy these harps, which let me show you. If you can't tell, dental health is one of the ones that I particularly have struggled with. I'm trying to like be good at. But I think as a chronically ill or disabled person, sometimes sugar is a fix that you go to. So it's like a little plastic again. Microplastics, killing the planet. Okay. It's a disability aid. It's like a little plastic, like it looks like a harp, and you've got that part, that string part is the floss, so you like go into your mouth that way. Instead of all of this stuff, which I just physically really struggle to do. But if you prefer proper floss, or you want proper floss, I also have it. I just can't use it. So that's everything that was in my bag. But I do also, if you do want some screen attention that's lower energy, I have my Switch. And I've got a few, let me think what would count as like low impact. So I've got Tomodachi Life, which is one of the great things about that game is you can make a profile and have a whole new save. It's not like an Animal Crossing deal where you're like on the Tomodachi ad, like it's a whole new save. I have got Animal Crossing, I'd let you play around it if you wanted. Just don't sell all my everything, but if you want to go fishing or whatever, fair enough. Let's see, let's have a look. I've got Paper Mario the 1,000-Year Door. If you want to start like a 20-hour plus hour RPG, you're welcome to it. I've got Puyo Puyo Tetris, so if you just want to play Tetris or Puyo Puyo, they've got it's like a story, but they've got independent modes. I've got Balatro, Minecraft, Super Mario 3D World, and Bowser's Fury if you want to do a platformer. Oh, Worldwide Games is great. Let me show you. And this decides to load. Also, yes, this is like a day one Nintendo Switch. And no, these are not official controllers. These are the Hori controllers. Because the Joy-Cons hurt my hands and had stick drift, and I don't want to pay 60 quid for something that's going to hurt my hands. But these are slightly bigger. They're great. Yeah, so this is just like a little board game one where you can just play a bunch of different... Oh, it's too bright, sorry. You'll be blinded. You can play a bunch of different board games. You can do like chess or drafts, or there's some card games on there too. There's like different versions of solitaire, and Mancala I love. Mancala is really calming for me because it's so pretty too, which helps. Yeah, Spider Solitaire, Mahjong, puzzle balls. You can do like a shooting gallery, battle tanks, fishing. You can use your Joy-Con to fish. Like, I think that one, I don't know if that works in handheld to be honest, but air hockey, like there's loads of stuff. Yeah, bowling, billiards, golf, like there's a bunch of different games that you can play. It's a really calming one. I discovered this particular one through Game Grumps, because they, during lockdown, they did a bunch of them. Sorry, according to them, through the Backstreet Boys reunion tour was what they called it, to avoid getting like flagged down, because videos were getting flagged down. Because I've also got Mario Kart 8. It's not World, but it's because it's a Switch one. Super Mario Galaxy, which I think is janky on handheld, but I can set the TV up if you want. I just worry because it's obviously part of it's the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the motion controls. Clearly my brain fog's setting in a little today too. So I've got Splatoon as well. I've got a bunch. I just don't have. There's not that much space on this thing. So, but I would happily swap some stuff out if it would make you feel better. Yeah, no. But you're welcome to on the Switch. I've got a 3DS too, and I've got loads of games on that. If you just want something like quiet in bed. Oh, it's on the other side of the room, but I'll go get it for you in a minute. Like I said, I've got it's modded, so I've got loads of stuff. But yeah, I've also, like I said, I've got more, but these are the handful of fidgets that I brought over. So I've got this thing. This is silicone. This I was expecting to be different than it is. So it's just like a plain silicone rubber little noodle, and I got a few in different colours and textures. I was expecting this to have a wire in it so you could like leave it. I got falsely advertised, but that's okay. It's still a good little just like sensory seeking, feel the texture thing. I've got one of these, which is like a little multi, it's like the fidget cube but not a cube, and a lot cheaper. But it's got like textures on it and stuff. I like it. And I've got two tangles. So I've got this one, which is just like, it's so pretty. It's the Gem collection, which is just smooth all the way along, and this like pinky reddy colour. And I've got this one, which is from Tangle. I want to say Tangle Relax, but I think that might be the ones that have the rubber over them. I don't know, but either way, it's really pretty. And the clear plastic, minus this one, some of the clear plastic has the little bumps and ridges on it. I love tangles, they're my favourite for focusing. I can just sit, use them all the time. Yeah, but like I said, I've got this, I've got your pink colours. I have loads of plushies and stuff like that, and I'll get you some water, or do you want like a hot drink, or yeah, we can hang out. Yeah, no, I don't, yeah, of course. I'm not gonna leave just because you're like, you have, like, your disability is disabling you, shock horror, you know. I'd be a hypocrite. Oh, I just remembered, sorry, about the dental thing. I also have these little interdental brushes, which you can use which I prefer to flossing because I've got weird gaps in my teeth because I got braces and then didn't wear my retainers because they literally cracked in my mouth because I had wisdom teeth coming in, and then I couldn't afford to pay for a new one, so I just didn't get one. And it's too late now, even if I did have the money. But yeah, I can, if you want, I can like read you something. I'm looking at my bookshelves obviously behind you. I'm realising I don't have many happy stories, but I've got lots of dystopia. I don't know if that's the vibe right now, but yeah, we can find something to do. We can hang out. It's okay. I'll chat with you. We don't need to have an activity. We can just hang out. That's okay. And like I said, with my Switch, I've got stuff I can like show you my Tomodachi life. If you wanted to do that, we could like sit and I could show you some stuff. And you don't have to like commit to engaging, but like we can exist together, eh? How's that sound? You want me to like set up the bed for you? Yeah. Okay. Great. Okay. I'll go get that. I'll be right back. Okay.